Hello, everybody. This is Jennifer Smith. I am coming to you live on July 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 21st, mid-July. And we are here today to help you create value or understand the value of Facebook groups and to be able to better use them in building your business. Why Facebook groups? They build community with our customers because they're sharing their stories. Now, we understand that not every one of our team members are Facebook users on the front end, but we really want to create the value of why you want to at least have a Facebook profile so that you can add people to the groups and share the information inside the groups. It creates the social proof that people need. But what I love most about it is what we do is we really try to coach our team and everybody to not be the message, to not tell people everything you know, but it is to be the messenger. Point, guide, and direct the information to people, and then be really skilled at following up and then helping to answer the questions or invite a third party to do so. Why? Because this is what is called duplication. When you're sharing the information with people and you get too geeky or too sciencey or too much information, they can become overwhelmed, but they can't ever see themselves doing it as well. As much as I love the science and I love sharing the science, I have gotten really good about, well, I have a video for that. Let me put you inside our Facebook group and I can share the information. Because we are modeling the behavior that we would help other people see. We can say we are actually building a business this way. Can you see yourself building that way? I don't need to know everything. So when you comment on a post inside our groups, just know it brings it to life and it makes the group feed and it makes it more life and it helps people more see it. So as we go into the groups for the second part, you're going to be able to see what I mean. But it really is going to create curiosity and pique interest. For example, and maybe I'll wait to this until we actually get to the groups. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. This is our training. The first part of the training is ATM. ATM is basically, it's adding people, tagging people, and we are creating an opportunity for them to see what the information is. And I'm going to go through that, how to do that. We have 3 groups. Our groups today are called Global Dream Achievers. Although I'm giving this training, I am anticipating a team name change. I didn't want to wait till we did that. But right now, our Global Dream Achievers, this is for distributors only. There are no prospects, no cross-line distributors. This is for your team members and our team members. This is where we give announcements, celebrations, and training. All right, this is where this training is going to be housed inside this Facebook group. We have a product group, which is for our prospects, our customers, and our distributors. It's product information, stories and testimonials, and healthcare professionals sharing the information. Then we have a third group, it's GDA Biz Sneak Peek, and this is where we teach or show people where the information is about the business. So it is business opportunity focused. All right, those are our 3 groups. But how do I, ATM, how do I do the ad tag message? Why do I use Messenger? How do I find things from the phone and from the computer? How do I find stories, product information, testimonials, and videos? How do I follow up? How do we use Messenger and retag? And that's what I'm really going to go through. And it's going to be broken up into 2 parts. But we're going to go all the way through today. But this is it. So you're getting the questions. Again, please add your questions to the chat area into your screen. So as you see this, you're going to see a little bar. You will see a little chat that pops up. And that's where you want to ask your questions. Okay, if you don't see it, write your questions down and we will address them at the end. So why again do we have the Facebook groups? Because it builds community and duplication. These pages are exclusive for our teams. You may add your personal prospects and guests and your distributors. Please do not add cross-line friends at this time. And there's actually some community guidelines inside the groups as well. Now know that there is a handful of cross-line people that I have personally put into the groups. And the reason why we do that is because we add value to each other's groups. We are building our groups together and we're sharing content and information. So just know that that's what it is, and just be respectful of that. So when you're adding friends, when you're talking to a potential guest or prospect, the first thing I do is I ask them, hey, are you on Facebook, or do you have a Facebook account? Because when they do, I go, great. Then I know I can at least connect with them through Messenger or find them on Facebook, all right? And that's important because you can actually create a relationship with that person without getting their phone number or email. Although I do encourage that you do that, but you may not need to do that first. Just identify if they're on Facebook. If you are with them in person, just hand them your phone and have them find themselves and request them as a friend. They can find themselves. They in turn will accept your friendship. And this is what I mean. You're going to check your notifications. So I took a screenshot of my Facebook profile. This is what my profile looks like right now. But what they would do is that they would type in their name from your phone, and that way they can actually find themselves. Do you know how many Jennifer Smiths are out there? A lot. So sometimes it's helpful for me if I just find my Facebook friend on their profile and add myself. So then once that's done, once they accept your friendship, and I'm going to show you how to do that, you want to make sure you check your notifications. And right now my notifications when I took the screenshot meant that I had checked everything that had shown up in Facebook. If you go to your phone, you might see a lot of notifications on your phone. That means you need to check those, but that's where you're going to find out that that person's accepted your Facebook notification. And Liz, as I go through things, if there is anything specific that you feel like we need to add as a point, please feel free to go ahead and unmute yourself and make that statement, please. So when we do this add tag message, it is adding. So you're going to connect with your prospect, be excited to share LifeVantage with them, and once they say yes to your invitation, you can add them to our groups. So right now, what I'm speaking to specifically is prospects. So the Nutrigenomics group and the LV or the GDA Biz Sneak Peek. Invite them to do that. So right now, this shows you the people that I have in our groups. You would click on, and all the phone, I'm showing from the phone view, you would add them to your phone. You would find the add button, you would click on add. All right, the group administrator will, so there's several admins, my sister, Susan Coleman, myself, Liz. So some of the team leaders that have people building in our organization, they will add their people. So you don't have to wait for just me or Susan to add them. And if you've shown that you are highly skilled in doing this, we can make you at least a moderator so that you can approve your people as well. Okay, so that's where you add them. So then you want to tag them, all right? So when I get to the next group, I'll show you. So this shows you, from an example, I'm inside the Nutrigenomics Activating Wellness group. This is me. This is a screenshot. So like Arlene added a person called, her name is Susan Briggs Fay. She added them to the group. She tagged them, welcome to the group. She says, welcome, start here, move to the areas of interest. So Jamie did that. And this is somebody I added yesterday, start here. And then I'm going to show you what that message looks like outside of the Facebook group. Okay, so this is just some, start here. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm just giving you an overview here. And then on the message, this was actually kind of an extended message because my conversation wasn't deep with Carla. But as you message them, you actually do it outside of Facebook. You will do it inside Messenger. And so that's another add. But right after you add them and tag them, preferably in message, send your friend a message to let them know what's going on. And this is where you'd also want to include your URL as well. So there's a couple of scripts. Hey, great catching up today. I'm so excited for you to look at what we have in our hands. I just added you to our Facebook group, and I will tag you in some additional information. So this is something, so my friend Carla was talking about her son Grant. He had all kinds of, so they thought psoriasis, but basically now they think it's, or they thought it was eczema. Now they think it's psoriasis. And she goes, well, it's an autoimmune I said, yeah, it's inflammation. I said, Carla, I go, this is what I do, because I tried sharing this with her before, but just nothing really, just was in conversation. So I said, if you would let me add you to our group, I can tag you in the information, the product information, in a couple of product posts. And she goes, that sounds great. So see, she said, thank you, I will look it over. Okay, so that's what I put in there. So Messenger is actually, like I said, it's outside of the Facebook group, but it's actually another app. It's a separate app, but it's tied to Facebook and Facebook groups. This is where you will engage your guests and your distributors. Let them know that you're adding them to the group. Like I said, Carla, or well, I gave the name of the group. And then I stay in communication. So I added her yesterday, and today I said, hey, I'm actually have an opportunity. I have a place where you can come and learn more about the products on Wednesday. Would you like to come? And she said, thank you. I'll just stay in the group right now, and I'll let you know if I have questions. But that's how that conversation went inside Messenger. So then I sent her my website as well. If they're ready to order, you can actually send a shopping cart if you're not doing it from the app. But this is also another beautiful way where you can connect to a third-party validation. And this is an example. This isn't a third party, but Messenger is another really important tool. And if you're not familiar with this, just make a note that this is another training for another time, but I'm just going to share with you that you can connect with another team member as a third-party validation. That doesn't go away, you guys. It doesn't go away. We are a team, and we want to connect people with team because it's a relationship business. But at least you can help give the people information inside the group. You can text, call, or video from Messenger. So this is an example. This was actually a group message that I did with Harold and Liz, and I just chose them because they're on the training tonight. She said, I was asking her if she was willing to do something for our team call. She says, planning on it. Perfect, thank you. So that was all via text. But know that inside Messenger, you can actually make a video call, or you can make a phone call within Messenger as well. And you can do that. Why is that important? Because if I didn't have Liz's or Harold's phone number or email, guess what? I can do it right inside Messenger. So that's what that is. So again, from Facebook groups, how do I find things from your phone? You can find things from your phone, and you can find things exactly or from your computer. It looks different. And I'm thinking I do talk about that again in my next recording. So I'm just going to share with you. I'm going to stop this specific ATM training. Why don't I go ahead and entertain some questions specifically to this? I'll stop the recording after we entertain those questions, and I'll move on to exploring and introducing you to the groups exactly. So before I do that, I'm going to stop the share. Liz, do you want to, before I stop the recording, I want to stop the recording for a second training, but is there anything that you would like to add to the ATM section here?
I think you did a great job. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right. So I'm actually going to go through what I'm going to do. Before I do that, I'm going to go back to my Facebook group and show you what that adding looks like. So let me do this, and I want to stop share, and I'm going to stop that piece so that I can take you to hopefully my screen, Facebook. I had this all set up until I logged myself out. So hopefully we can do this. And I think I can add Jim. So I'm actually going to go to Global Dream Achievers, our Global Dream Achievers Facebook group, and click on that. And I am going to, so this is our Global Dream Achievers Facebook group. This is our team group. I'm going to add a member. So this is how you add somebody. First of all, they have to be a friend on your Facebook. Okay, you have to be Facebook friends with them to add them this way. And so you just slowly type. So you can see I'm going to add my husband Jim, although I think he's already in here. But you see where it populates his name, Jim. So I just click him in there. So no, actually, he wasn't in there. So he said, I guess I took him out. He has been invited to the group. So it allowed me to add him. Whereas if I were to add Liz Pierce, it says already a member. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, they're added. So if you're a moderator, you can approve your own posts. Okay, if you are not a moderator, you need to wait for one of the moderators to approve you. If you're looking to approve somebody really quickly, like Heather Robson, okay, she requires, see this person right here. Liz, can you see this screen? Liz, can you unmute?
Yes, I did. I
Okay,
can
you
see the
can see the
screen.
group. Okay, so it
All
says
right.
here, Heather requires approval to join Global Dream Achievers. So
Sure.
I'm just going to go ahead as a administrator and approve her. Okay, she was added by Mary Hankey.
Right.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go to the discussion, and it shows here you're going to want to add them, and you're going to want to tag them in the comment section. So here, Liz, L-I-Z. Well, Liz is already a member, so I'm just going to pretend Linda is a brand new person. But this is the thing, you have to add them, and this is what tagging looks like. Do you see what that looks like? I am slowly tagging them. So when they're in the group, they've been approved for the group, they're going to show up and they're going to say, Liz Pierce. So then I'm going to say, welcome to the team, because this is our team group, okay? So then that's what adding and tagging looks like to in the group. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the share, and I'm going to stop the recording, and then